I've been given exclusive access to Operation Oxborough. That's the police investigation into the murder of Jill Dando.
One area that particularly interests me in this case is the use of offender profiles.
It's often the case in major investigations, particularly a case like Jill Dando's murder, to ask for the assistance of offender profilers. These are individuals who have the skills to assist the officers by looking overall at the case and try and narrow down some key elements of the potential offenders.
Offender profile should always focus on types of offender rather than an individual to help police find the perpetrator. Despite having 2 profiles commissioned before his arrest, police then asked for a third after Barry George had been charged. This raises a major concern. Why was a third offender profile undertaken, which solely focused on Barry George? And more shockingly, why, when George's legal team asked to see the profiles, did the CPS deny they even existed? I've uncovered a piece of intelligence which states no further action on the instructions of the lead investigator.
6 months prior to Barry George's trial, the police received a specific piece of information naming 2 individuals and saying the gun that was used to kill Jill Dando was broken up and disposed of here in the canal at Shepherdess Walk. Crucially, why was such a significant piece of information never followed up by the police?
Amongst the police files, I came across a list that shows over 100 potential suspects that were never followed up.
I've managed to track down one of the men on the potential suspects list. He's agreed to meet me, but only if it's anonymous.
He was interviewed by the police.
Who do you think killed Jill Dando?
Certainly someone professional.
No doubt about that?
Absolutely not.
The professional that killed Jill Dando is still at large. Dangerous?
Highly dangerous, I'd say.
I want to show you a list of the potential suspects. Just have a flick through to see if there's any on there that you know or any that you would particularly have a concern around.
Shockingly, the man reveals that he believes he knows who was behind organising Jill Dando's murder.
There are names here that I recognise. There's one in particular which stands out to me. I wouldn't identify that person.
Because?
I couldn't, because it's very dangerous.
You have lived in that world, but even now you're still fearful about how much you can say.
Of course I am.
Worried that if you said too much, someone might come after you?
Sure that they would come after me.
The murder of Jill Dando remains one of the largest unsolved murder investigations in this country. There's still a very significant reward. And what has shocked me about reviewing the case is the sheer number of lines of inquiry that have never been followed up. And the reality is, the murderer still remains at large.